Emily Henry. I'm pitching it now. And this actually leads us into Daphne. No, I'm literally obsessed.
Hey besties, welcome to Literally Obsessed. It's Cassie
and Brittany.
How are y'all doing today? Hope you guys are having
Welcome.
a fun little day, whatever you're doing. Hope you guys are sipping on something fun, coffee, wine. I don't know. Today we have a fun little episode for you guys. We have talked about this book before, but we've never fully covered it. And it's one of Brittany and I's favorite books. Brittany got me on, so thank you, girl.
Of course.
But we're covering Funny Story by Miss Emily Henry today. So I know for Iron Flame and for Fourth Wing, we kind of had a really crazy structure. But since this is a little fun romance novel, we're going to just be chill and cover the fun things we liked about it. So I know we're kind of shifting into non-Empyrean series content, but for books that we're covering anything, it's probably going to be something like this where we're just chatting about what we liked and what we maybe disliked. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I know some of you guys has probably already read this before, and if you have any other recommendations that you'd like us to talk about, let us know. But yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, definitely. So, as you guys know, we've got our content and spoiler warning. This book does include some spicy, smutty scenes. And this is also just an R-rated podcast where we cuss and say inappropriate things. Also, spoiler warning, we're going to be discussing themes and the ending and stuff about this book. So if you haven't read it yet and you don't like spoilers, go on and read it and then come back. We'll be here when you're done.
Another reminder for you guys, we have our Patreon and our newsletter. We mention this every single week, but you guys are more than welcome to check out those. For our Patreon, we have 2 tiers, Book Club, Book Besties. We have bonus content that we have planned for that, as well as our newsletter should be coming out every first of the month. So you guys can stay on board with the podcast. So if you guys want, the link to that should be in the description wherever you are listening to this. Wherever you are listening
To
period
this episode. That's what you did.
I cannot. Anyways let's dive into Miss Funny Story.
Let's go into our synopsis. I got this from the internet, so this is not original work. All right. Funny Story is about 2 people, Daphne and Miles, who move in together after their childhood best friend exes, Peter and Petra, decide to dump them and marry each other instead. Daphne is a children's librarian who moved to Waning Bay, Michigan, a little over a year ago to be with her now ex-fiancé, Peter, because he wanted to buy a house in his hometown. Daphne is reserved in nature and has spent the past year pulled into Peter's orbit. Now she's stuck in a place that she's not familiar with and where she has no close friends around.
Miles is a guy that Peter never thought was good enough for Petra, but he's positive and outgoing and welcomes Daphne into his home and his world when she is soon to be homeless following the end of her engagement. The 2 cook up a plan to make their exes jealous by pretending to be a couple, but as soon as Miles shows Daphne around town, it seems like there may be more to it than just a silly scheme to irritate their exes.
That's right.
Guys, I literally... This book brought me out of a reading slump. I finished ACOTAR. No, I didn't. I finished
the first 3.
Yeah,
the big
which
3.
Was my ACOTAR, kind of.
Yeah, fair.
But I was in a reading slump, and then this book brought me back to life. It's so quick, so fast,
so fun.
But before I get too crazy, let's go over some overall thoughts and a rating for the both of us. So Brittany, please.
I gave it a 5 stars on Goodreads, and I just love this book. It might be my favorite Emily Henry book, and I love all of her books, honestly, but this one is definitely a top 3, maybe even a top 2. Yeah, I just love it.
It's just so good.
I love it.
I also gave it a 5 stars. I don't think we've ever said it, but you guys are more than welcome to follow us on Goodreads.
I'll start putting it in the description so that you guys can follow us there.
Check us out. Brittany has a lot of books. She's a book wizard. She be reading.
Book influencer.
No, truly. If you guys want to follow us, go ahead and look on there. But I did give it a 5 stars, and I I loved it. It was so yummy. I ate it up like a piece of cake. It was just so good. And I just think that everyone should read it if they're like in a reading slump, especially.
Yeah.
It really gets you out.
There's just something good about Emily Henry books. They're just like quick, fast little romances. They're usually like summer romances, but they also have like deeper themes, which I kind of said, but I just love that they're like deep characters.
Yeah. I don't read that quick sometimes, but I read this one within like a week, and that's pretty quick for me. So I would recommend, if again, please tell me you've already listened or read it before you're listening to this, but if you want to recommend it to a friend, I truly believe you should.
Also, I just have to throw out, since we're putting our Goodreads out there for the world to judge, my reviews are like they're not anything crazy. And also I will tend to give like a 5 or a 4 star. It takes a lot for me to give anything lower than that because I just like don't want to hurt the author's feelings.
No, I get it.
Like, you have to really dislike it to give it anything worse than that.
Yeah. I it's like my letterbox. Do you have letterbox?
No.
I've asked you this before, but I just put some silly little summary that I have about a book.
Yeah.
And it's probably ridiculous, but I don't know what else to say except for those few words.
Exactly. All right.
I love this. I love this fan cast. We've done this before.
Yeah.
But we didn't do it justice.
Though.
Yeah.
I also love what you put for Daphne because I was going to put the same thing, but I left it open. Okay.
Minds think alike, girls.
So I thought it would be fun if we introed this with a little fan cast just to kind of show y'all where like, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Hit your laptop.
Hit it. I don't care.
Where our minds are at when we were reading this book. Thought it could be fun. So first up we have Miles, and we've talked about this before.
Y'all know.
But either Logan Lerman or Dylan O'Brien. Did you hit yourself?
I do it every time.
I'm always hitting myself on these microphones.
I know. Yes, Logan Lerman or Dylan O'Brien.
Yes. In the so I didn't get to fully reread this book, but I reread portions and like looked up summaries and stuff because it's been a while since I've read it. But in the reread, this will surprise you. It was surprising to me too.
Okay.
Because I was a hardcore like it's Logan Lerman,
right?
Like shaggy Logan Lerman. I was kind of leaning towards Dylan O'Brien.
I'm serious.
Right? And I saw some pictures of him and I was like, wait, I'm actually kind of picturing Dylan O'Brien.
No way.
I know.
You were so on board for Logan.
I know. I'll have to show you the picture I found.
You were on the Logan train for a long time.
And I still am. Logan, honey, don't worry. I'm still there. But, and I've said this before, I don't know what it is because they don't look alike.
But they are the same
But they're
person.
the same person, and I just bundle them together, and like I think that they could play any role that the other person played. But I don't know what it was. I think it's just, I haven't seen Logan Lerman act in anything in a while.
It's been a minute. And
I feel like there was parts where Miles kind of had like bigger reactions, and I was just like, I just almost see Dylan doing that.
I can see that. I mean, the last thing, unfortunately, I can like picture Logan is
Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson too.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Oh,
because that one was more dramatic. I would say.
I just feel like he's a very like solemn,
classical actor.
Yeah, where I guess I haven't. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen Perks of Being a Wallflower, but I don't remember him getting like mad or having like strong emotions.
He was very emotional.
Yeah, like he
cried.
Yeah.
And we always just saw him like panic, poor guy.
Yeah.
But that was years ago, so I don't even know.
Yeah, like is he even acting these
I don't know.
days?
I
What's
haven't
he
really.
Doing?
Let's actually really great.
Let's look him up
just really quickly.
So I don't know that's what made me thinking like, oh, maybe Logan or oh my god, maybe
so fine though.
No, I know. But
it's the mask picture.
No, I know. Guys, I know.
Should we just put up a picture right here of what we're looking at?
Oh gosh. Okay, sure. For our viewers, we'll put the picture here.
This is it. That's just what I see Miles. Maybe, I don't know. He was in Bullet Train. I forgot.
Oh, you know what? I don't think I fully watched.
He wasn't like big in it though. Was he? But he really hasn't been acting that much, so I get it.
Hold on.
Not someone saying, is Logan Lerman in 13 Reasons Why? Did they confuse him with Dylan?
Because they always think that he's Dylan Minnette.
Them three.
Can we see Dylan Minnette as Miles? I can't.
I can't. Sorry,
Actually,
Dylan.
I'm sorry, Dylan. I can't. But
if anything, I see Brayden, but.
Guys, the amount of times that we have blown out the speakers from talking about, or the mics, I should say.
Okay, so Brayden.
Wait, that might change my answer. Because you know when Brayden had longer hair.
Yeah, I do.
But
yeah,
I've never seen Brayden with facial hair, and Miles does have facial hair.
I can see him rocking some facial hair. Hold on, guys. We just might have made a breakthrough.
I can't find the picture that I'm looking for.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, guys.
I think such a crush on him. Wait.
Such a parasocial relationship.
Just I really do, because I hold on to the fact that he complimented my jacket like so hard. If you guys haven't heard the story. No. I met him and he complimented my jacket.
Pretty sure that was the beginning of Baby Reindeer.
Okay, but I don't stalk him. I need to make it really clear. I don't stalk him. I am a fan of Wallows. It's my favorite band. I don't stalk them, though. But I do hold on to the fact that he complimented my jacket.
Yeah.
And he talked to me for a really long time. So I think it's him that had the crush. It's not me.
He's been searching
He's been crushing on me this whole time.
Oh, my God.
Do you ever okay, because I think about this all the time. We were just talking about, like, talking negatively about things, and like if that comes back to like bite you in the ass, right? So I always think before I comment, like, if I got famous, if this got out, how bad would it be? Like, I already know that if I ever get famous, people are gonna dig in my Twitter. They're gonna find my tweets to Justin Bieber. Like, it's really bad. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna we attacked Hailey Bieber so hard. It would have been the same thing if I was in her position. Absolutely. So like I'm sympathetic there. But it's like, yeah, what if I like blew up like tomorrow and I was like a singer-songwriter and then they knew who I was and then this clip circulated?
They'd go
and they're like, oh, she's actually a psychopath.
We need to have a restraining order against her. You know what? But honestly,
but I'm just being real.
Take the chance.
I'm just being real.
Take the chance.
I'm shooting my shot.
Shoot your shot. Like, you never know what happens.
We're both in relationship.
You know what?
Anyway,
it's all about the dream, right?
It's just funny. I'm just being a silly little girl.
But you know what? I'm sure John would understand.
I think he would.
I think he would.
I've already told him if I met Zac Efron, I'm sorry. If he asked me on a date, sorry.
I think
I'd
have
all
to
want to
know. We'd all want to know.
We'd all want to know.
And you would be the source. I'm
taking one for the team.
I'd vote for you.
You get a hall pass in your relationship.
You get a hall pass. Come on.
That's my hall pass. I have like a couple, but John loves Alexandra Daddario, and I'm like, hey, if you ever meet her and she hits on you, go for it. Don't let me hold you back from your dreams. You know, because I would hope you wouldn't hold me back.
That's a good sign of a relationship,
I'm
guys.
Just saying.
I'm telling you, that's how you do it.
You gotta go after your celebrity crush.
Back.
Can't hold them back.
Don't be fucked up.
Anyway,
we changed our answer, I think.
I know. See, this isn't the picture, but like something kind of like this.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maze Runner him?
Is that him in Maze Runner?
That looks like there was multiple Maze
Runners.
Not
it literally saying Dylan O'Brien and Logan Lerman with soft curly hair.
And you mean just him in the picture?
I'm guessing it was like a article or something.
No,
I've actually never
see
seen Maze Runner.
Dylan's a great actor. I think maybe I'm just missing the like, I don't want to say this because y'all are going to come for me if I say this. The sex appeal.
Okay, that's fair.
Sorry.
That's fair.
I don't know. And also the height, maybe. I know Miles is supposed to be pretty tall, right?
Yeah, I think they're both pretty short.
So it'd have to be Brayden.
Well, I think Brayden's like 5'8".
Like, last time I measured
time, based on the picture of me and him, I'll insert it here. I'm about 5'6".
He's
5'10".
That's better.
That's better.
I think the other shorties are like 5'8".
Emily Henry. I'm pitching it now. And this actually leads us into Daphne. Brayden Lemasters for Miles, and now we can move on to Daphne. Final vote.
So we think to cast for Daphne would be literally obsessed. I think we could split the role. I think we could
double cast.
It's a double cast.
You'll do the Friday and Saturday matinee. I'll do Saturday night, Sunday.
I think we could do a director's cut. Do an author's cut. So whatever, which one works. I think we could do 2 full movies. And just submit 2 of them.
And then pick your favorite.
You just vote.
I love that you put this in because I left it blank because I was going to write Brittany Fuentes.
Fuck. Okay, me.
I was gonna put you as Julia because you're young. Because you're younger.
I kind of wish you did, and I kind of wish I didn't see it until then. I've been like, okay, bitch.
Julia's a great character.
Yeah, but she doesn't get to fuck Miles.
I gotta put me first.
I have to put me first.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So,
well, go on.
Okay, 2 movies are better than 1.
Okay, yeah.
What? It could just be everyone else films the same ass thing. We just put ourselves.
Yeah. Because what I was gonna say is, I really tried, guys. I really tried looking for a Daphne.
I don't think there is.
I was on TikTok looking at other people's fan casts. I was looking online. I was searching up actresses. Mm-hmm. I just can't cast anybody but myself as the main character.
Me either, of any book.
When it's in first person, I'm like,
yeah.
It's me.
So
I truly wasn't picturing anybody other than myself.
No, me either. I get it.
I'm sorry.
That's what I do for like every other book I read.
Yeah.
It's me.
The closest I got was like maybe Daisy Edgar Jones.
Oh, but she's in everything.
But
with respect, I love her. But
let's cast all new actors. Brayden hasn't been in that much. He's basically a new actor.
He would kill it in a fucking rom-com.
He would kill
it in a rom-com. You would kill it. Hey, you right there, Brayden. I know you're watching. God, this is starting to get really creepy.
Okay,
we
gotta
stop.
Let's not.
Anyways, to Julia.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on to Julia. So I assume you agree with what I put.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I agree with the rest of the cast.
Okay. So these 2 actresses, they're kind of like Dylan O'Brien and Logan Lerman. I just confuse them for each other all the time. I said either Zoe Deutsch or Haley Lou Richardson. Mm-hmm. I can see either of them.
I need to see a better picture of Haley because I looked it up and I don't know if I picked a good one.
But it's the same thing where they almost don't look alike, but like they do. I don't know how to explain it.
They just usually act in the same character. Like they are usually the same character.
I could just see them. They're giving Julia reckless little early 20s.
Either one
loves
really
to
good.
have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that one. Like a little punky.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, for Peter,
this is good as fuck.
Okay, I thought that this was an original idea, but this seems to be pretty common on TikTok. When I was looking up fan casts, I was like, okay, nothing is ever an original idea. Glenn Powell. Yeah. I 100% see him, and I think I'm gonna get some hate for this.
What's wrong?
I'm just like not a huge Glenn Powell fan.
We've talked about this.
We've talked about it. I'm not a huge fan of him. I don't find him like particularly attractive.
Yeah, he's definitely a taste for people, you know?
Yeah, but I do feel like he would kill the like dick ex-boyfriend.
Absolutely. That
who's
thinks
like
he's in the right.
perfect and like I have like a stable career.
Yeah.
So I think he's a perfect choice. Like I would love to
really
hate
good.
him.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. I told you about the time I saw him in the airport, right?
Yeah, you said he was really nice.
He was a really nice guy.
And I believe it.
But I just don't find him the most attractive. I can see where his attractiveness comes from.
Yeah.
But he's just maybe not my type.
Yeah. I also think, like, I don't know how old he is, but I'm assuming he's a little bit older because these characters are a little bit older. Yeah. I think Daphne is 33, Miles is supposed to be 36, so there is a bit of an age.
That's so crazy.
Discrepancy.
Yeah, no wonder it's not me. I am Julia.
Yeah, because she's 23. That's why I cast you in my mind. So I'm assuming Peter is like probably late 30s,
which makes sense for Glenn.
Yeah,
this would be a great little movie.
I know.
Right,
I know. You're welcome, M. Hen. I'm writing it for you. Okay. Petra.
Yep.
I did see this on a TikTok and I was like 100% who I would pick. Suki Waterhouse.
Yep. Have you ever watched Love, Rosie? Mm-mm. Oh, bitch. Am I about to introduce you to Love, Rosie?
Maybe. I think so.
You've never watched it? It's with Lily Collins?
No.
And
oh my God, they love to cast Lily Collins in book fan cast. She was everywhere. So she was being cast as every single character.
Yeah, because she's just like stereotypical, like pretty girl.
Yeah.
It also has, oh my God, I'm gonna get so much hate if I forget this. It's he's in Hunger Games. He played why don't I just have this really fun I have this fun thing called the internet that I probably could use.
What character? Give me a...
Sam Claflin.
Oh! Wait, that's his real name.
That's his real name.
Wait, I was like, wait, he plays Finnick.
Finnick.
Yes.
It's Lily Collins and
I
Sam.
Love him.
No, bitch.
I think I've seen it. I just haven't watched.
You gotta watch it. Suki is in it. She plays Sam Claflin's like girlfriend within his life at some point, and I can like that, and I hope when you watch the movie you see where I'm coming from. Is where she's kind of giving Petra vibes. So that's a really good casting.
I feel like, I don't know if it's ever said, but like they're both blonde. They're both like perfect and pretty.
They're like your typical American couple.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And like she's explained as like drop dead gorgeous.
She's stunning. Like she has like they're both pretty like tall and fit, and they have Yeah.
Okay.
But really good. Really, you need to watch the movie.
Okay, yeah, I'll watch it.
So good.
Okay. Moving on to Ashley. So this one, I know that she turns 43, I believe, in the book. So she's a little bit older than the rest of the characters. Like she's a mom, but she's like still hip and cool, you know, and like young with the times. I was like, who resembles that to me? And I was like, Anne Hathaway.
Yep.
So I thought maybe Anne Hathaway, but I don't know if I'm 100% on it. I just think it has to be somebody who's like cool and hip, but old enough to have a kid.
I think so. I think Anne would bring like the funniness, but also like the very serious bits of it. I think she could do a really good job of being that. And I also want to see her in more of like a... Like
I love her in rom-com. I loved The Idea of You.
Oh my God, I've never watched that, but my mom loves that.
Yeah.
Dude.
It was just so cute, like seeing her in love.
Yeah. I think it'd be really cute
queen,
to have.
Genovia.
I love my Queen of Genovia.
Love my Queen of Genovia. Okay.
Yup.
I didn't really like want to cast everybody, but I had to throw in an honorable mention. So Starfire is 1000% Jennifer Coolidge.
Absolutely. I think it was written for her.
I think that
feels like it was.
Yeah, it was literally written for her. I had a backup, but I have like this actress in my mind, but I can't remember where I'm picturing them from. So I don't even know why I'm bringing it up because I
want to know.
Not gonna be able to tell you. I don't know, but I'm thinking of like a blonde actress.
Blonde, older?
Same vibes. Like I literally can't even think of the movie or show that I'm thinking of.
God, I can't wait until you
I'll
figure
think
it
of
out.
it.
Because I would love to
It
know.
doesn't really matter though. It's Jennifer Coolidge, so
it's gonna have to be her.
It's gonna have to be.
Sweet.
All right, shall we move into our favorite moments?
Yeah.
So literally, the whole situation of this book is just so fucked up.
So fucked up.
And this book is like almost so unrealistic that I love it, where it's just like her life could not be more in shambles than it is right now. But like cheating on her, I'm gonna put that in quotations because I guess he doesn't technically cheat on her, but I would say he emotionally cheated on her. So cheating on her with his friend and then kicking her out of his house and being like, you have to be out like tomorrow, and by the way, we're going to Amalfi. That's how you say it, right? Like in a couple days, and then we're gonna get engaged there. It's crazy.
It's fucked up.
Like, and then on top of that, inviting her to the wedding.
No, it's fucked
crazy.
up. It's
literally
it's so
crazy.
comical that it's so fucked up.
Yeah, like it's
a
funny.
perfect rom-com.
Yeah.
But can you fucking imagine being like, so you do need to be moved, even though you moved all the way out here.
Yeah, for me.
Dropped your life for me. It was kind of all part of my scheme.
It's also just the way that it was on his bachelor party.
That's fucked up.
His bachelor party, and he comes back and he's like, so by the way, I'm in love with my best friend who was at my bachelor party, by the way. Nothing happened. I don't believe it, Peter.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
I think I know it was revealed that they didn't really do much, but I think so. I think so.
It's just sketchy. Like, you know that they had to have had a night where they sat and talked about it or something, you know?
Absolutely. And that's cheating right there.
That's cheating.
No, it's very fucked up. And but honestly though, Peter and Petra, what a weird ass fucking name.
I know.
Like weird but good.
Yeah,
like
they fit
evil,
together.
They're evil couple.
Just truly, the way that I would have lied so quickly, just like Daphne, and said that I had a boyfriend to make my ex jealous.
Yeah, to make a pissed off. It's the least thing you could do.
Yeah, like I too would have been like, actually, don't worry about me because I'm actually dating somebody.
He had the fucking audacity to call and be like, so how are you doing?
Yeah, and like,
you?
I don't think you should come to the wedding. I'm gonna be so sad to see you by yourself while I'm happily getting married.
Like, that's
crazy.
Fucked up.
Also, just imagine, I mean, Peter seems like pretty well off. I'm sure his parents don't care.
Yeah.
But it's like, you called off this whole engagement. Since he's having a bachelor party, I'm assuming we're pretty close to the wedding date, right? So called off, like she had her wedding dress. She had everything. Yeah. Like imagine the vendors that they had to cancel on. They probably couldn't get their money back. And then for him to go and get re-engaged, plan a whole another wedding and then cancel that wedding. That's crazy.
But they had money.
They have money, so I guess they don't care.
But fucked up, man. And you know what? This is the whole like cliche of like, if a guy has like a girl best friend, it's usually never gonna fully work out that well.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. Just a fucked up situation. But that's where I'm like, it's a little unrealistic.
Yeah, but I love it.
It's so good. So to switch to Miles. He is just such a realistic, perfect book boyfriend in my head because he has real flaws. He has real issues that he's working through. And it just like makes this whole thing work. I think it brings a little bit more of like a refreshing feel to like different like men in books, I think, where it's a little unrealistic. Yes, of course, that there's like parts of this book. That's why it's fiction. But he just has like real flaws. Yeah. And he has like real insecurities to where like he gets panicky, he gets anxious about certain stuff, and I don't know, I think that he's just like well crafted, Emily. Yeah, I think he's like one of my favorite book boyfriends that she's created, and yeah, I just feel like he's so cute and lovable, and like you said, just like so realistic, and like the flaws and stuff that he has. I just love him even more that we've fan cast him now. But I also saw some people who were like really hating on him on TikTok. Interesting. And were saying that they couldn't read this, or they like couldn't get into this book because they weren't attracted to the main guy character. Heavily. Me too. And I just feel like a lot of them were upset that they were like, he smokes weed and he wears Crocs. I'm like, okay, I hate to break it to you, ladies. So does 95% of the male population does at least one. So those are the cards we got dealt, girls. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm also like, okay, he like smokes weed a little bit in the beginning, but he's not like a pothead. No, he honestly never really talks about it. He never talks about it again. She says that she smells it like once. Yeah, and that's it. And then like, so he owns a pair of Crocs. And so do I. Like, they're comfortable. They're comfy. They're my Crocs. I just like, I don't know. I just Like, that was a turnoff for you guys?
Apparently.
Okay, like I don't know, but
fine.
it's just like, that's why he's realistic. That's why he's good.
Yeah.
Because he's probably what you'll find out there in the real world.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know, but I think that he's attractive, especially in his personality. His personality really shines through this.
Yes.
And he's really hot, but regardless, he is just funny, and he's very helpful. Like, he's such a caring person.
Yeah.
Wild. So
I know. When I was rereading some of the scenes, I was like, I'm blushing.
no,
I love him.
Don't even get me started just yet. Anyways. Oh, actually, I think, yeah. Now we are talking about the
kiss.
The kiss.
That's it.
They kiss. It's just
They kissed. No, okay.
They're so feral.
Okay, so yeah, me and Cassy talked about this. I was like, girl, I wish I had time to reread the whole book, but like I didn't. So I looked up a summary, chapter by chapter summary online, just to kind of refresh my mind. And then I was like, I reread their fight and then the steamy scenes. Sorry,
that's the ones I really remember the most, and I wanted to read it again.
Wanted to reread it. So the kiss, I'm so glad I reread it. Just like, such a good moment. I also just love the way that she explained, like, she comes up and she hugs him and she just says, "Can I kiss you?" And then he says that, like, the smile that he has on his face when she says it.
I'm blushing right now. It's so good.
So good.
Like, ooh. And then, like, moments after that, when they were talking in the outside the car, were they outside or were they inside the car?
They're like outside, but I think the door's open.
Yeah,
and they're like up against the seat.
Yeah, crazy.
So they kiss. It gets really crazy. Gets steamy. Okay. It says, he asks her, "How was that?" And she says, "Yeah, good." And then he says, "Is he still looking?" And she's like, "Oh, right, Peter." And so then he turned them around. So now she's the one that's facing the direction that Peter was in. So then Peter's not there. He's nowhere to be seen. And so then she's just like, no. So then he just says, "Should we head out?" And she just says, "Yep." And she just gets in the car. And then they like don't talk about it. And I actually have to bring up, they don't talk about it for like 3 weeks.
That's
until
crazy.
The couch scene.
Oh my god, it's after the couch. What I'm talking about is after the couch scene.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I really should have probably reread this, but oh my god.
It does say that she had a very vivid sex dream about him.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that one. I do remember that. I remember that one being like,
so real,
I get it, girl. You were left off with a cliffhanger.
Yeah, truly.
Oh my god. But no, I love that cliche.
Yeah.
Like, let me kiss you, I'm an ex-virgin.
Yeah. So my next point is the couch scene. Yes. I don't know about you, but
no, but let's get into it.
Dude.
Holy
crap.
Was vivid.
Yeah. No, it really was.
Actually, can you pull that one up again too?
You want me to just read it for you guys?
A little bit. A dramatic reading. I'm kidding.
I'm not gonna read the whole thing.
No, okay, we've talked about this, about how they were positioned.
We have, in great detail. So let's just start at the beginning.
Yeah,
let's break it down for y'all. So they are sitting, if you're watching, much like we are normally on a couch. They're watching an action movie, popcorn, right? Then she says something about, okay, this is where I get a little bit confused. She says that she swings her leg up onto the couch cushions. My question is, does she swing them up like next to her butt? Do you get what I mean?
Well, okay.
Like, or does she swing them up top couch cushions and she's laying down facing him?
I envisioned it laying this way.
Let me go back a little bit. I think, okay, so she says, she laughs at something. It says, "At my laugh, he looks over, stretches one leg out until his foot is pushing up against my thigh. Hey, that was a real one." So to me, that's like he kicks her.
Yeah.
Right?
Right here.
Yeah. Kicked her.
Right.
And he's like, "Oh, you laughed at my joke." It says, "I turned to face him." This just answered my question. "I turned to face him, my back against the arm of the couch, and swing my legs up onto the cushions." That could just mean like this, though. Maybe she has him out in front of her. They're on a couch like this. So
I
she's
see.
sitting back. The analysis we're doing right now.
Swinging up is
So-
crazy.
I'm thinking that she's back on the arm, and then either her legs are out in front, or she swings them up on top.
She's like laying them up here.
Yeah. So she looks at him. Oh my God, there's also this part. So he's like, oh, so like that was a real laugh. Like you do this deep chortle when you actually think I'm funny. And then she said, it's not a polite laugh. It's a display of mild amusement. I never fake laugh. I don't fake anything. And then it says, he gives me a look. Okay.
She said that on purpose.
Yep. So then it says, without warning, he grabs my ankles and yanks me down the couch, draping my legs across his lap, my butt resting against the side of his thigh so that his face hangs over me.
That is its own position of itself.
So, legs on his lap.
Legs on his lap. How is he over her?
I think he's like...
He's leaning over
I think
her?
he leans over her.
He's like, hey.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
That.
So...
And then...
So then... Okay, so then at
what,
that
Brittany?
point... So then at that point, he grabs her wrists. He puts them on the sides of his face. She says he looks like Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone.
Uh-huh.
And then he sets her hands back down on her chest, crossing them like she's lying in a coffin. I can't read this next part.
You have to.
His knuckles barely graze me. My nipples peek up against my shirt. I see him notice.
I see him notice.
I see him notice it. Okay, so then he says, he lifts his gaze abruptly, and he says, shit, sorry, I'm sorry. He starts to straighten up, but I catch his wrists now, keeping him from moving too far. It's fine. I say, really, it doesn't need to be weird. I mean, he's like practically straddling you.
Right.
And then he says, I think it's just because we kissed. And she says, I think so too. And then he says, I've been trying not to think about it too much. And then she's like, that's all I've been thinking about for 3 weeks. It's been almost 3 weeks, she says. How did they go? That's almost a month. How did they go a month without talking about it?
Hey, good morning.
I would have the next
How
day
you
been
doing?
like, so what are we?
So you want to do it again?
Because that was like kind of crazy for a fake kiss.
Yeah. They went all out.
They went crazy.
They went all out.
So then her hands scrape up his arms.
Mm-hmm.
And then she reaches the back of his neck. He puts his hands on her waist. And then they get closer. And then they kiss.
And then.
Okay, so they're making out at this point.
Yep.
It's kind of crazy. I think he flips her on top.
Yep.
I'm doing a play-by-play.
No, I love it.
Okay, he flips her on top. And then she's like, we shouldn't have sex. And he's like, I know, but they're still making out.
Yep.
He's kissing her throat. She says, wait, I'm not ready for that. He says, way too soon. They're still making out. He's he's taking off her clothes as they're saying this.
Uh-huh.
They're grinding on each other.
Yep.
He tries to switch them,
Uh-huh.
their position, and she almost falls off the couch. He says, I'm out of practice making out on couches. Then, sorry, now she goes on top of him.
Right.
The whole time he's been on top.
Yep.
Now she goes on top of him. They still make out. I don't think I can read what he says.
Can I see?
Let me fast forward. There it is.
Oh, I think I remember.
Yeah, no, we can't say it. But
It
gets pretty X-rated after this point.
It's really intense.
Y'all don't need a play-by-play. You could just read the book. I don't know why I'm literally going line by line.
It's for me. So I can remember this. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really graphic. Yep. I read this morning, but I just had to see it again.
So anyway,
They get to third, but then his sister calls.
but then his sister calls.
And that's
So
it.
great little moment on the couch. Steamy as fuck.
Steamy as fuck. steamy little part, and I loved every bit of it.
Loved it. Yeah. Wow.
But they were just so feral.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sure because they've been fucking so upset about their breakup, they're with each other, they kissed, weird tension, shit builds up, and it's
right.
And they didn't even, you know, get to fully
let it out. Yeah. Well, okay, and then so weird that this happens, and then again, so much time goes by.
So
like,
much
we're just
time.
not going to acknowledge what just happened.
Why?
You know what I
Like,
mean?
I don't know.
Why, guys?
You already did it.
And then, okay, so going to the part that you were talking about, where
Yeah.
they go to the school fundraiser or dance or whatever that is. They kiss inside, and then she gets so flustered because she's like, oh my God, he's just using me to get back at them, right? Bitch, he had you on his couch, and you still think that this is just a plot to get Petra back?
No, you guys were in the privacy of where you live.
Of your own home. They weren't watching.
He did that for... And what he did, girl.
Crazy.
What he did for you. That was crazy.
So...
It's giving Violet.
So then on that part, they have another heated makeout session.
Heated.
In the car.
Heated. We found out how his hair felt.
Yeah.
My hair.
Luxurious little curls he's got.
Yeah, he does.
So then at that point, that's when she asks
Yeah.
him, like, or she says, like, you don't even want to kiss me. And then he's like, I always want to kiss
Yeah.
you. Love it. He always knows the right thing
He
to
knows
say.
to say. So feral. I love him. I do need to ask you a question.
Go, shoot.
Because I couldn't find this in the book.
'Kay.
And couldn't find it on the internet.
Okay.
They have... On the floor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. On the kitchen floor, right?
The kitchen floor.
Thank you so
I
much.
did reread it yesterday.
Okay, because
They start on the counter and they end up on the floor.
She was banging on the sofa.
Wasn't me.
It
Wasn't
doesn't
me.
see. It doesn't even had him in the shower.
Yeah.
Isn't there a counter though? Even on the counter. Something.
I don't
That's
know.
what he was going for.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay, just had to make sure. I couldn't find it. I was
Oh. Yeah, it's there.
Okay, thank you so much.
Of course. It's after they go swimming in the lake.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, because even after that kiss, again,
Didn't fucking...
so much time goes by. Like, guys, it's the way that this book starts in May and it ends in October.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
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 I'd be talking a lot about that. I'd be like, hey, so
Yeah, what's going on?
what do we keep doing?
Yeah.
And we're not going to talk about it.
We're just going to keep living together and not doing, like, not,
We're not going to...
you know? I don't know.
I don't know.
We're not going to
Weird.
do anything about it. Like, talk about it.
Do it.
Do something. Like, you know. I don't know.
Weird.
Okay, on a total 180. I just have to say.
Oh, I love the twist.
Is it misplaced? Should I put it somewhere else?
No. Good. It's good.
I just have to say that I do love the themes in this book.
Yeah.
That I love the, like, well, I don't love it, but I feel like it makes their characters very relatable. The issues that, like, they have with their parents, or, like, Daphne being, like, a wee girl, as Ashley says, and, like, just always doing whatever her friends or her boyfriend, like, wanted, pairing herself up with somebody and, like, not being able to make individual choices, and then growing up and being able to be her own person by the end, or, like, being able to tell her dad, like, you're a shitty dad.
Yeah.
You know, like, stuff like that. I loved the, like, arch that they had.
Absolutely. I think it added a good real touch to that these people are real and they have human issues.
Yeah.
So good stuff. And it obviously added to the plot with her dad.
Yes.
So it was good. It was good stuff. I do love when it changes, because at the beginning of the books, beginning of the chapters, it always said like a day's amount until like days till I leave or whatever. And then it finally switched to like days to the readathon.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I liked seeing her perspective change a little bit.
Yeah.
It was cute to see.
Definitely. Just Ashley and Daphne's friendship is just so cute. I love
cute.
their friendship, and I love that Ashley is so straight up with her about things.
I agree.
I just love it.
I was really upset about Daphne, like about how but I know what was happening, but how like exciting it must have been for Ashley, and then for her to get like basically stood up from her friend.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes that happens in friendship, like that sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
And I think that their friendship just feels very refreshing in the way that it's again, I guess like the whole moral of the story for this whole book is that it's just very realistic in some ways, and their relationship just felt like that. So
yes, I agree.
it was a good, like, they weren't just like, oh, we're besties, like she had her own like ups and downs with her friendship. So I think it was really cool to see.
And they were like real adults having a real adult friendship.
Yes.
And dealing with like
and we barely
real
get
shit.
to see that.
Yeah,
we barely get to see that. So good shit.
Okay. Okay, so
this gets to the guys.
All right. First of all, well, this is one more cute thing, but I didn't realize it until after. But like Miles leaving the little box of fudge to say that he's out of town. But I didn't get it when I read it, and like Daphne didn't get it either.
So it's like, so you're Daphne.
Yeah, it's writing itself.
It's writing itself out right now.
So I was pissed too. Which I'm kind of pissed off at him for the rest of.
Yeah. I definitely was getting some weird war flashbacks during the part where she's of course like waiting for him and he's not texting her back, and then giving her dry answers. I don't know, but it was like giving me like, we were both talking about this.
Yep.
About when we were rereading some of these parts. Yep. Like genuinely was feeling hurt. Heart was hurting.
Yes.
I checked my Apple Watch, said my heart rate was 122. I was full panicking, crying.
Because truly, when I reread their fight in the car, my heart hurt. Like, I can't explain it, but my chest literally hurt. It hurt. And I like couldn't breathe. And I knew what happened. I knew how it ended. But it just made me so sad.
So upsetting.
I'm like so mad at him.
Me too.
Because why the fuck did he go help Petra?
Why would he do that? And then she kind of forgives him, like a little, like in a weird way.
I get it. Because he does kind of say sorry, like I still cared and I wanted to help her. And like, okay, so fair and valid, Miles. Right. Probably not the best thing to do when you're trying to like court your new girlfriend.
Right. And like she was waiting for you.
And she was waiting, right?
And you had a plan.
So, but here's the other thing is like, he went to go get her dad.
I know.
So like that's cute and fun, and like why he was also out of town.
I get it.
You know,
I get it.
Yeah.
But I know if I was Daphne, I would have also reacted pissed. The same way.
Yeah. But some things, what she tells him like literally hurt my feelings for him. Like I'm not even him and I'm upset. When she tells him like, it's fine, like I'm not trying to be mean, but you're off the hook, like you did exactly what I thought you were gonna do. Yeah. And then he says like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? like what the hell?
She ate him
up with that, as she
ate him up.
But it just like made me so sad. What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
And then when he says I love you, and she goes no, and he goes,
yeah,
what kind of response? How do you respond like that when I just told you I loved you? And she's like, no. And I'm like, honestly, girl, no, like, I get it.
Very valid,
very sad.
Off. But like, I felt so bad for him. And then she says she gets out of the car and she sees him wipe the corner of his eye. Like, I'm not joking. It gave me like a panic attack.
Yeah, no. It was. I think it was definitely before she got out of the car, but he was like shaking his head or something going on. And it was just, I can see his little panic.
Oh my god, picture Brayden.
Protect his soul. It was just really upsetting.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think I said when Daphne found out that Miles helped her move, like my heart dropped to my ass so fast. Yeah. And for Peter to be the one to reveal that was fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Up.
I agree.
That was fucked up. Can you imagine someone who you're already gotten over with, but still has a fucked up feelings for, comes over, your ex-fiance.
Yeah.
Comes over while you're dwelling in your fucking sorrow about this new dude, comes and tells you, hey, like, he's actually helping out with my ex now.
Yeah, and they're probably gonna get together and like, we should get back together.
Like, oh my god.
What
the fuck? What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I'd been like, I don't know, like I would probably fake my death and like move to a new city.
No,
that's crazy.
Oh, and like when she tells him, when she just gets out of the car and she's just like, I got an interview for a job.
That was making me panic.
After he's like, I just said I love you, and she's just like, I got an interview and I'm moving. Oh,
I called my mom. I have an interview next week. He's like, so that's it. You're leaving.
Yeah.
She's like, well.
She's like, I am. It hurts. It hurts my heart.
And then they don't fucking talk for a while.
She moves out.
Like, for a fucking while.
Yeah.
God, dude. God. And then we don't get to see them back together until the fucking readathon.
Yep.
Until he's sipping on a coffee.
Which, like, I knew he was going to show up.
Yeah. Also, really fucking scary because that's within the last, like, 10 pages of the book.
Emily Henry, you're a bitch for that.
No, because why would you let me panic? But it was in the last fucking 10 pages.
Yeah.
We did not have to panic for that long. I just remember being like, God, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We're getting less and less here, girl.
No, I know.
But yeah, I knew that something good was going to happen, but I was really stressed out for a second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that fight was just, wow. So true, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Hated it.
Love them.
Love them, though.
Yeah. At least it ends, like, I really called it. I remember being, like, stressed out. I was sitting right there off camera. And I was, like, reading. And I literally told John, like, I was just like, I'm so fucking stressed out right now. And I'm upset. And he was like, what's wrong? I was just like, no, I don't know how this is going to fix itself. Like, she's moving. They're broken up. Like, she's upset. And I was just like, here's what I think is going to happen. And then I, like, read, like, 2 pages. And I was like, it's okay. They're all good.
I think I like this little life. This book ends just really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. I don't want to say it, but it's in my favorite. I'll just say it now. But my favorite quote at the very end of this is her saying, like, he knows how much I love to tell it, when they're talking about their love story.
And, like, how cute, because, like, in the beginning she says how Peter always told the story of how they met, and she loved the way that he told it, because it was just like, you know what I mean? But now she loves to tell it. It's so cute. I also just love, like, he's like, oh my God, so you're gonna move back in? And she's like, no. She was like, I do want to be together, but, like, I need to work on myself and my independence.
Yep, she really did.
Love that for her.
Yeah, and I love how she set that boundary.
Mm-hmm.
And that was good, because it was good for her.
Yeah.
She needed it.
Yeah, exactly.
Whole book, she struggled with her own independence.
Yes. So.
Love that shit.
Love it.
So that's what that's our favorite moments, y'all. Let's talk about some quotes that are in here. I will give us a little disclaimer here for me. I read this book more on the physical book rather than on my Kindle, so I don't have a lot of the chapters because I wrote them down on my phone, of, like, my favorite quotes. So I apologize, but if you need to find them, I'm sure you could find them on, like, Goodreads or something like that.
Yeah.
People, like, usually write down the chapters on there, but I have a couple chapters with the quotes, but not all of them.
So I guess I should have written this down as more of a favorite moment, but in chapter 10, Miles drops down, like, he comes in with 2 little cups of coffee, and then he says, you had one of their cups on your desk yesterday, so I assumed, because she's like, I don't even drink coffee, but it's because she had a chai, but he, like, went to the same coffee place and brought her coffee.
See, he's the definition of, like, just is so observant.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have to ask.
Love him.
Just does it. Oh, so good. Okay, my first one is from chapter 30. This is kind of when she's having a little mental breakdown. It's her saying, trust people's actions, not their words. Don't love anyone who isn't ready to love you back. Let go of the people who don't hold on to you. Don't wait on anyone who is in no rush to get to you. And that's just a fucking life quote.
Yeah.
That's a life quote. Everyone should know that.
Yeah. Okay, my next one is from chapter 12 from Miles. I love this quote. I don't know why, it just makes me blush. They're talking about, like, the things that their exes, like, didn't want to do or something like that. And then, you know, they're like, oh, like, Peter hated doing this or something. And then he just says, but we're not talking about them. We're talking about us.
They were already together.
Love it. They're
in
already
his head. Okay, this is where it starts. I don't know where any of these chapters are, but I love this quote. It's a library, Daphne. If you can't be a human here, where can you? Well,
so good.
What an on-brand quote for us, huh?
All right, this is also from chapter 12 for Miles, and this is when he's talking about her laugh, and he just tells her, no, don't be self-conscious. It's so fucking cute.
He knows what to say.
Yeah.
Okay, my next one is you make the people you care about feel like, he pauses, like you want all of them, not just the good parts, and that's terrifying to someone who spent a lifetime avoiding those other pieces of themselves. That's so sad. I love him.
I love him too. Oh my god, I have a very similar one. So from chapter 22, this is from Daphne though, and she tells him, I just think you like people almost as much as they like you, and it makes being around you feel like standing in sunlight.
That quote is literally giving, she's like a shot of espresso.
Yeah, no, literally.
She's like a ray of sunshine. Oh my god, I love the way they talk about each other.
I know.
Cute. This one's a little shorter, just says, but no one person can be everything we need. Deep as fuck.
Yeah,
let's all remember that too.
Okay, chapter 32, this is from Daphne's mom, and this is when she tells her mom, like, oh mom, like I just want to be like you. And she says, oh god no, just be you, the best you, the most you. I just think like, what a fun cute mom quote when you're the deepest, darkest part of your life and you just needed to call your mom. You know what I mean? That. And she tells her that. So
I
sweet.
Love that. Oh, I love it. Next one is, I spent so much time accustoming myself. I spent so much time. Am I saying the right word?
Accustoming? Are you sure that's what it is?
That's what it's. Well, I can't even look it up.
Customizing? Yeah, accustoming, I guess. Sure.
I spent so much time accustoming myself. That doesn't sound right.
But
it is the quote.
Okay.
I even looked it up.
Yeah, then that's right.
Anyways, take out the word accustoming if you don't want to. Myself to one kind of surprise. The kind hinging on disappointments, hurts, small abandonments, and emotional bartering. That I stopped considering there might be any other. A surprise, it turns out, is different when it comes from someone who knows and loves you. I don't know. The way that it's just like, she just learned different parts of love.
Yeah.
And I liked that. And how it didn't need to take all of her, but it didn't need to take all of them either. It's just so good.
Okay. My next one is from chapter 37 from Daphne. And it just says, he loves me, present tense. So cute.
I also have one from chapter 37. I think this is from Miles. He says, I love that you feel your feelings. I love that you know what you want. I love that you're always where you say you'll be when you say you'll be there.
Okay, we pretty much quoted his whole monologue because my last two are from chapter 37. So I'll just say those real quick and then you could say your last one from the last chapter.
I already said it.
Oh, you already said it.
So you're good. Finish us out.
So this is literally all a part of his big old fucking monologue at the end. So then he says, I didn't learn what love was supposed to feel like. It doesn't feel natural or come easily to me to let anyone close. But you make love so easy, Daphne. I'm crying. And then he says, because you're my best friend and I'm in love with you. I could cry.
I can't do that again today, but oh my god. That's so good.
Okay, let's move in to the final
jam.
So we're going to share some songs that we think fit if this was a show or a movie. Okay, so first up, I just feel like this perfectly resembles the story. I have Get Him Back by Olivia Rodrigo because she's trying to get him back, but like she's also trying to get him back at first, at least. Yeah. Next two songs are from Harry Styles. So I have Late Night Talking and Cinema. And I thought Cinema would be funny because like they watch movies together and then also just like the vibe of the music and stuff. So good. But also, yeah, Late Night Talking, like they sit up and talk together. I also was just like, might as well just add in all of Harry Styles' discography. Yep. Like Golden, I think would fit perfectly.
1000%.
Like there's others, but those were the two that stood out to me. Then I have Call It What You Want by Taylor Swift. I just feel like that song's about Miles. That's all. And then I have Risk by Gracie Abrams.
Such a good
they're
song.
Taking a risk and being together.
Good choices, girly.
Thanks.
The ones that I have is Kiss Me, Sixpence, None the Richer. Think it would be a perfect. It's it's the great like early 2000s
rom-com
kiss scene. And I think that it's the same thing. So I think it's great. I put Bed Chem by Miss Sabrina Carpenter. I don't need to explain that, but they do have some pretty good bed chem. I put Illicit Affairs by Miss Taylor Swift. I know that song can be a little bit more skewed towards just like a situationship type, but it does talk about just like that longing feeling of like, what is this? We obviously mean a lot to each other. Why are we doing this? And then the last one I have is Cowboy Like Me. That is one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs. It just talks about like unsuspecting love, and you are two people that shouldn't be feeling this way and you normally don't, and then you do, and then it just creates this beautiful little symbiotic relationship.
Cute.
Y'all,
We did it.
We did it. This book is just so damn cute, and I really hope you guys liked it, and or at least liked talking about it and got a bunch of spoilers. But this is such a really great book, and Emily Henry, you really hit it out of the park with this one.
You know how to write them.
Can't wait for the next one you'll write. So, but yeah, if you guys really enjoyed this episode, again, we have more books to talk about in the future, as well as some other stuff we'd like to share. So just be a little lookout on the podcast.
Yeah. So as always, guys, thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to our channel or follow us or Patreon or newsletter. You can always catch us there. And we will see you guys in the next episode.
See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.